What's going on YouTube? It's the mailman coming back at you, and today we're going to be checking out the Project X modders by MCM Mech Mods. Now this was sent to me by a very good friend, so thank you, sir. You know who you are, and in full appreciation of of this gifting, hashtag Team Joey up in this mofo. Okay, it's always Team Joey up in this mofo. And you know you are. So thanks again, brother. I do appreciate it. I always appreciate your friendship, my man. So let's go ahead. Let's dig into this bad boy. Okay, we're going to go over it real quick. We're going to pop back up pros and cons. You guys know how we do it around here. So let's go ahead. Let's check out this Project X Modders by MCM. Alright, so here we are. We got the MCM Project 3D Modders. So let's check this bad boy out. Now, this beautiful mod came to me compliments of a friend, Mr. Weo609. Thank you, Wee. I do appreciate it, man. This thing, it's absolutely gorgeous, but we're gonna go through everything, and but I do use it pretty regularly, so you can see just the engravings in it. Mine's got, now they all have a little bit different of an engraving, and mine has like the half skull, and then you do see some full skulls. You got a half skull here, but mine's just compromised of a lot of the logo all over the place. Okay, all over. Now you can see the difference in color when it comes to these two right here, and the reason that is because this piece is plastic. Okay, you do have your two magnets in the door here, and the magnets themselves are just gonna grip to to the battery. They don't have anywhere else to go on here. Okay, and these cutouts, they're not perfect, so it's not a press fit in any way. It has a lot of crackage. Okay, you can see it's yeah, it's not a pressed type fit. It's just a fit in. That's pretty much it. All right, now the Squonk bottle, it looks to be about 7-8 mil. I checked on Dragon's Den and I didn't see an exact, number for it, but it looks about 7-8 mil. It's pretty standard silicone, very soft. Got a little bit of knurling, and the good thing about this bottle is it does have a lot of gripping for your thumbs. So, it's actually pretty decent bottle to deal with. It's got quite a bit of threading, but it's a really decent bottle to deal with. So now the box mod is made of wood, and on the outside it does have, on the engravings it's gonna have like a lacquer finish. Okay, that's why you see like the glossiness over here on the wood, but it's very flat when you come to over here on the wood. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out real quick. Now right here we got our terminal. We got all copper. Our terminal is going to run down its inlet into, they got a little cutout there into the box itself, and it comes down, and this is what I use for my positive contact. Okay, I use my positive contact. It's got this little hump right here, and I think that it works very well with the positive there. Now I did leave this kind of messy. We are going to go over cleaning it just a little bit. Okay, now here is the 510. Now the 510, the negative, it's got a little bend right there, and that's gonna help keep that pressure in there, but the battery falls out of this pretty easily. Now the connection is going to be made right here. Okay, the throw is really short, really short. I've had this button get stuck on me a few times, so at that point just dump the battery. They'll fall right out. The battery's so heavy it'll pop this door right off. All right, so now when you do have a battery in it, you're gonna, okay, the battery, the door, it just pops right off. Each and every time, it'll pop right off. So when I'm using it, I like to use it in this hand, or excuse me, I like to use it in this hand with this trigger finger. Okay, I like to use it in this hand with this trigger finger, and I can squonk right here. Okay, they're both accessible right here at the top. But that's mostly because when I squonk, the door's not gonna push off. If you do use it in this hand, you tend to have something on the back of your you tend to have something on the back of the mod here, your thumb or whatever. So when you do push the squonk, you're not going to press your door out, but you can feel it. You can feel it a whole lot more versus when you put it on this side, it's just a big barricade for it. So you don't feel it as much when it comes to squonking, squonking your bottle. And so that's the one thing I would say about this, on top of this not being press fit really. So yeah, I don't like the fact that this door is more secure with a battery in it, but it's still, like I said, it's just a very beautiful mod. It's a desk mod. That's how I use it. You're gonna see me use this in a live show, or I'm just gonna use it while I'm sitting here doing my rebuilds. I like to bust out my mechs once I get off of work. All right, so that's it with this thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Has a couple of flaws. We're gonna go over all of that right now. So we're gonna pop back up, and I'll see you on the flip side. So here we are, back up top. We got the Project X Modders mod, Squonk mod by MCM Mech Mods. Now, before we get into the pros and cons, hashtag Team Joey up in this mofo. Thanks again, brother. I do appreciate you. And let's go ahead. Let's have a vape before we get on with this bad boy. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, but Ray, this is your second MCM product. You damn straight it is, and I got at least 2 more coming, 3 more coming for review. This MCM stuff has just been a pleasure to have my hands on. So let's go ahead. Let's start with the pros, or excuse me, let's start with the cons. And the first con that I got for this thing is gonna be just the door. Okay, the door is, the fact that it's made out of a plastic doesn't bother me so much, but it's not really press fit, and it's a little hard to keep in there. Okay, I normally have to hold it like this for when I squonk, so that way my palm is holding the door in, and you do get some resistance, and you can push out your battery with the door as well. So, that's gonna be a con for me. Okay, but other than that, that's the only real con that I've got for this thing. Okay, everything else is great. The aesthetics of it are great. It's a little nice, very nice little mechanical mod here. Okay, it's got all copper inserts. Hits like a dream. I mean, it hits really, really nice. Okay, it doesn't hit the hardest. It's definitely not the hardest hitting that I have, but it hits really, really good. If you are looking for a nice little desk mod, nice little, this is a nice little conversation piece. Definitely check this bad boy out. Hits really good. The throw on the button is super short, super short. Okay, so the aesthetics of it are great. The door is a little wonky. This is only con I've got for this, but everything else is a really nice little mech mod. Okay, I do recommend this one to anybody out there who's just looking for a nice little desk mod / conversation piece. Okay, I use this thing all the time. I use it when I edit. It is something that you're gonna see me use in a live show, and it's always the setup I'm rocking. That Reload X, just to me, just looks absolutely fantastic with this mech mod. So You know, I highly recommend this this mech mod again for those purposes only. But it's great aesthetically looking mod, and it hits nice. Okay, hits really nice. So yeah, that's all. This is a short one. This one's quick and easy. You know, it's not too much to deal with this one. But thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll check you guys out on the next one.